Shout if you guys can hear. So Cookie's now under pressure from June Ali. We've got the hard runners together, one or two medium guys still trying to get past. True's had an incident, he's 14 seconds off the pace and dropped to the back with a little bit of damage. Probably best to go in, but he's on softs, so pretty rough one to happen early on. JWO is getting rid of his hard straight away. SNS Steve currently out front. Sir Sam looking to pass Uncle Babby into the high speed long left hander here. There's a whole bunch of those. So we've got Uncle Babby going deep, Cad's throwing it up the inside, and I don't know if that was a bit of a Sam move for two different tire strategies. A medium runner moving for a soft runner. S&P still in fifth at the moment. SNS Steve's breaking away a little bit. The guys watching, just let me know, could you hear me just now, or was it not working? See, when I went to try and get Rav in, I might have muted for the first lap. So, we've got Sam's SNS Steve 1.2 ahead of Sam. Cad's 0.7 back. Great, thanks Rob. So you guys managed to save about a minute of listening to me talking. We've got Cad's in third, Uncle Babby fourth, S&P 3 Pro fifth. He's on the softs along with Sam and Cad's, I think. Steel Sam, medium runner. Matt Don't Care on the mediums has gone, I think, up from 10th to 7th now. Junali on hards, first of the hard runners. Then Cookie right behind him. CA Tenny, Josh, JWO who's pitted to get rid of his hards already, and True, after his damage, he is still carrying. So, I was asking the guys earlier, I don't know when you stopped hearing me, but how you enjoyed the race, where you came in your pools. We also had a shout out to TJN Racing Simulators, Track Art, Right Recruitment, and Rhino Utilities, who are all over the back of our shirts. So big shout out to those guys. Rav, so unfortunate with your internet. I told you move from Kimberley to East London. Find you nice places. Next door neighbours are houses able to rent, so you can even use my Wi-Fi. Sean, don't put jinxes on your old man like that. 100,000% winning this. It's a great start so far though. Sam's in second now on the softs. We know how quick Sam is. So we've got first on mediums, second and third on softs, fourth on mediums, fifth on softs, sixth on mediums, all within 5 seconds of each other still. Matt Don't Care on the mediums, currently in 7th, all the way up from 10th. Nice colourful livery there. Junelli repping the old Alpha Tauri colour scheme. C8 Verstappen, followed by, is there Franz Herman in the lobby, different C8 driver. That's Henny, it's a little bit further back. JWO is flying on his mediums. He's now caught the pack back up, got rid of that pit stop, in 12th place, right behind the hard runners, the medium runners. Still Sam's unfortunately just disconnected. It's hard luck to him. Always terrible for the drivers when the person disconnects, because there's a little bit of a lag effort there. Ravanti says Sam's challenging for his lead. He's still 1.3 back, 1.5 back now. You can see how quickly the softs are wearing. Sam's front's got a bit of life taken out of it. Great performance by Steve so far. He's on the mediums and still out in front with a 48.6. Fastest laps JWO though with a 47.5 on the softs. I'm just going to ask the guys, was there a trick to driving this car, like a shift low or rev it all the way out? I was driving in I thought maybe the anniversary BOP wasn't the same as the competition, because I had a couple of cars just close in on me on the straight with the same exit speed, make up 2-3 tenths. So I don't know if I was shifting too soon or wrong gear. No tricks, let me know. Yes, no, Steve's still 1.5 ahead. Sam has got CADs all over the back. Big shout out to the Sam guys. They've had a great season, I think in the top 2-3 positions overall. CADs is one of them. Uncle Babby another. Mr. DNG always up there. Matt Don't Care as well. Otherwise it bites you tribs. The trick to driving this car is don't blink, don't breathe. Couldn't read the rest, are cropped off. Still pretty static on the top 3. Uncle Babby is now again challenged, or still being challenged by S&P. Uncle Babby on the mediums, S&P on the soft, so he's really struggled in the dirty air behind Uncle Babby. Steel Sam's rejoining the lobby, I'm not sure why. Unfortunately, can't just rejoin laps down or reconnect. Once the race is going and you're out, you're out. Matt don't care on the mediums, doing a good job. It's only 8 seconds off the lead. Gianelli, hard run, first of the hard runners, also a great job, only 10 seconds behind Matt, 5 laps. And running 51s on the hards, good pace. JOO is now catching up to him. CA Tenny, we've got a yellow flag who's dropped it. Someone, Cads has dropped it. Cads has gone from 3rd to 6th. And he's got damage on the front. He's on soft, so it will probably be a good idea for him just to pit and get rid of it, because he'll lose more pace with the damage than it will be to run with the softs. Does he come in? No, he stays out for at least 1 lap. So it's the first of the big guns to have an error. I don't know, he was fighting JOO, Sam, who's in 2nd, so we don't know what happened there, unfortunately, but Gianelli on hards trying to get around Cads in the S's, fast sweeping sections, probably not going to work well, but he gets through on the straight. That damage slowing Cads down. If we look at, say, JOO coming into the braking zone, he's at just over 300, Cads is 280, so 20 k's an hour slow with that damage. Definitely needs to pit, possibly on last lap, but this lap. Just back to the front, gap still 1.2. Now that Sam doesn't have Cads behind him to focus on, he can look ahead to Steve. His tyres are starting to take some wear, but he should have another 5 laps or so in them. Uncle Babby still has S&P pressuring him, but we've all seen Uncle Babby drives a wide car. Cape Town and Joburg people. Who's from Cape Town, who's from Joburg? I want 1 Cape Town and 1 Joburg person, first of each. And then they can fight over some TGN race room tickets. For the ones for May. 6, if you're happy to drive to Pretoria, you can claim the Cape Town ones. The Joburg ones stings you Cape Town. So now I'm going to ask, what question can I ask you to, between stings and our Pretoria friend? Let's just watch S&P looking for the move here. Does he finally get through? Nope, Baby keeps a wide fast line. Sam's taken a couple tenths out of Steve, but that right front of his is starting to look a bit tired. And once he gets within a second, he's going to start getting the dirty air. Let's go back to Baby and S&P. They have Matt Don't Care closing in on them quite quickly. So to our 2 guys from Pretoria and Cape Town, what anniversary was GT7 coming out on? What year of Gran Turismo was it? No, Stick's not 7. There we go. Stick's 25. So Sticks, you can have some race room tickets. Just remind me on WhatsApp or Discord later, because I'll forget. I'm half asleep at the moment. Sting's close, but typing anniversary was probably cost you there. S&P now gone through, as we saw there on Uncle Babby. He's on his softs, fuel's getting down. You can see him pushing, he's 8 seconds off the lead. Matt Don't Care is just behind Uncle Babby. Matt on the mediums, Uncle Babby on the mediums. So we're back to having 2nd and 3rd on softs. Steve's still doing a great job. He's only 6 tenths ahead. I don't know if he's made a slight mistake or if it's just Sam pushing. Last lap Steve was pretty consistent. 48.6, 48.5, 48.2 from Sam. see J00, he's still in the, he got in the 47s, but he's been in the 49s since, so battling with maybe some traffic on those previous laps. These softs are starting to look a bit tired. Gianelli 7th, just looking to see for other battles. Josh 8th, Henny in 9th. He's got gaps, quite big gaps in front and behind these guys. Cookie 10th. Cads has pitted from his damage, so he's now in mediums. He is 11th. So he did a 206 on the lap before he pitted, so the damage and whatever incident happened cost him so almost 20 seconds. But he should be flying again now. Fresh tyres. True is having a few incidents. He is currently 12th. We're going to watch the battle for the lead. See Serious Sam getting serious here. Not to be confused with Sam Team. Serious Sam's with pace. Nice pace delivery there. It's showing off pace and slow energy. So it's 6/10 to SNS Steve. It's pretty hard unless you've got a huge pace advantage to overtake here. We saw how long it took S&P to get past Uncle Babby. They dropped 6.5 seconds off the lead in that little battle. So Sam's closed in now, but he's within that 6/10 where the dirty air starts taking effect, and he's going to have to really find a bit of a mistake up front or a brilliant lap to get right on the back and throw a dive bomb. You can see that gap through the fast corners opens up again. He loses downforce and can't quite push. It's lap 8, I think. SNS Sean, you got to race with this car. One day when you make it to the GT World Finals, they're going to give this to you and you're going to say, yeah, I practice with this on Gtsa. So next year, don't avoid it. Next time, might not even be next year. Just for interest sake though, we normally have like a season 1 as your random season. Years back we had touring cars with the GR2s. That was just before I took over as admin, or I became admin. I think Vanner's idea there. We've had others. We've had the SF season was a bit of a disaster. That was back on GT Sport when the controller guys had about a second advantage. But yeah, this single seater is just to drive some cars we don't normally drive. And every day you can go drive a GR3, 4 on the dailies. When last did you get to race a Red Bull Junior or the R727 Radical, which technically is a 2-seater, but I'm glad no one called me out on that. You can see S&P's closed by about 8/10 on the last lap. You can see how Sam's getting held up a bit. 48.4 from Steve, Sam 48.8, 9, 48.1, 48.6 from Uncle Babby. So the soft guys still have the pace, but now that Sam's run off as we rejoin, it's gone deep. So that 1 second becomes 5.5, and he's going to have S&P right behind him with dirty tyres and a bit of damage. So I think I was expecting Sam to maybe come in on lap 10 anyway, around about there looking at his front. S&P's got a bit better tyre life, but with that damage Sam needs to box. It's 17 minutes and he can do a nice long stint. Yeah, Rev, old tyres, dirty air. You can see them side by side here. S&P going through. That damage just kills your top speed. Sam wisely not fighting it and losing more time. So Steve now has a 7.3 second lead. We won't expect him to pit for a while. His tyres are still fresh. Probably do another 5 laps on that fuel. S&P still flying along 48.1, 48.1 in the last 2 laps. So now that's S&P's got all the cars out the way, he can push on. Sam battling Stinks 33 laps, 32, 33. These guys should be 33. Serious Sam does pit. He's going to get rid of that damage. Going to cost him far too much. That puts Uncle Babby up to third. Matt don't care fourth. Frat top four haven't pitted yet. Matt don't care on the mediums. Uncle Babby on the mediums. They're 9 seconds behind Steve, who's leading on the mediums. S&P is 6.70 still, nudging a couple tenths here and there. Another quarter of a second the last lap. He spent way too long behind Uncle Babby. Cost him about 5 seconds. Yeah, Sean, you started in pool 3 and 4 with me, and then you're in 1 for a long stretch, getting podiums. A couple DC and back down. But yeah, you must just do every race and finish them. You never know what's going to happen. Looking from the back, we've got True currently in 12th. Cads is 11th after his early stop. Cookie hasn't stopped yet. 10th, Penny 9th, Josh 8th, Junelli 7th. Sam is dropped down to 6th after his pit stop. He's gone softs again. It's an interesting strategy. See how far. He's 30 seconds ahead of Cad, so Cad's and Sam. Cads must have lost quite a lot. He lost that 18 seconds with a spin and then a couple laps. With damage cost him another 10 seconds or so from Sam. And JWO all the way up from the back to 5th. Hasn't had 1 pit stop. He's running, got the hards out the way. He's running his first soft stint. Probably be boxing in the next lap or so. And then our non-stoppers yet. Matt on the medium, Babby on the medium, S&P on the softs. S&P doing a great job on the stint. Still 47 last time round, lap 11 on old softs. Another quarter of a second out of Steve that time. Steve doing a great job, 48.1 on slightly worn mediums. Already 20 minutes in. I reckon the guys can get another 2-3 laps on this tank. People know how to fuel save, let me know in the comments. How many laps do you think they can do still? Yes, good luck Sam and Jay. What's the steel pace? 27. SNS Steve, we're about to lap our last place round. S&P's flying though. Last time the gap was 6.2 last time round, now it's 5.7, 5.6. True goes into the pits, gets out of SNS Steve's way. It's 410 off his base with a still 48.0 for S&P 3 Pro. 13 laps tank, 14 if you save. So that's around about where I expected these guys, but I didn't expect S&P to be running softs for 13-14 laps. We've got Babby and Matt on the mediums running the same pace, slightly slower still, which also you wouldn't expect. You'd expect the guy on softs with the more worn tires to be dropping off. What's happening? Sam now cleared traffic, he's back up to 5th. 47.1 last time around, new fastest lap of the race, absolutely flying. Must be angry with that earlier issue. He did lose about a second and a half, about 6.5 seconds with the damage and completing the lap, and then he would have also had 3-4 seconds worth of extra pit stop time. But now it's Sam on the charge to try and make it back up onto the podium. Very sure he still has the opportunity to do that with the pace he's running. He was almost 2 seconds quicker than the guys up front on the old tires, 1.5 seconds. So SNS Steve, lights on, He's coming up to complete his 13th lap. I think we'll see him pit. 6 seconds on S&P, who's also got very little fuel left. About 20 laps to go, so we'll have to see what the strategy is. Do they do a one stop? I believe that a lot of guys are doing the two softs, a medium and one on hards, but we'll have to see. Because it's not talking about the Honda RA. The Honda RA I actually loved, but unfortunately I had a bit of an issue with the lobby and had to reset it. My reset to the lobby didn't go down well when we restarted. But it was still a fun car to drive for a change. So SNS Steve comes out after his pit stop in 3rd place. Sam's been flying along, he's only 4 seconds behind after losing about 10. So he's made up 6 seconds in the last couple of laps with that extreme soft pace. Steve's gone onto the hard. Not sure if he's going to just do one lap on it, if he's going to do a longer stint and then fit softs at the end, doing a 2-stopper. S&P went through for an extra lap. He's on fumes now. He was 6 seconds behind Steve, so we'll see what happens. Singh says risky for S&P, but S&P is the fuel whisperer. I think he's going to be very lucky to get to the line here with some gas, but he's coming down to the last chicane. Still revving. He has run out of fuel. Well spotted, Stings. That extra little gamble for a lap is going to cost him maybe 10 seconds, because he's just going to freewheel around to the pits. But that lets Uncle Babby take the provisional lead. Babby is going through for one more lap. He's also taking quite a risk with the fuel he's got left. So Steve goes in with losing 7 seconds to Uncle Babby and his 4 ahead, so it cost him about 10 seconds running out of fuel. SNS Steve on the hard coming through. He's the gap to Sam's down to 1.3, but he is on the hards versus Sam on the mediums. Sam's not going to want to see the back of him again. Sam's on second stint on soft, so he still has to run hards and mediums. Steve just has to run softs after this. I don't know what you guys say, the 3-stop or 2-stop, which is better? People who know strategy. Uncle Babby's now got a 12-second lead on Steve. The softs are about 1.5 2 seconds a lap faster than the hards in the lower pools, but Steve 6/10 off his best lap on the first sector. Rav says 2-stop can be faster, but you have to be flawless. I think since he's only second lap, Steve might be running a 2-stop here. Sam, we know, is on a 3-stop because he's on his second set of softs. While Steve holds up Sam, that's going to benefit Uncle Babby. He comes in. He just made it on his mediums with 0 fuel left. So I didn't catch that from Sean, but I think it's 5 or 6 seconds quicker on a 1-stop. I know my pool, 2-stop. The 2-stop was the winning, but we slow. I got tipped that a 3-stop was a good idea, and I boogered it up. Did not do well. So regulations say required all 2 stops, but 3 will be faster if you drop the hards. So see what SNS Steve's lap time is here. Sam's gone through on him. Uncle Babby's boxed. He's now 9 seconds behind. Babby's gone from Baby was on mediums, I think. He's on mediums again, so is he doing a 2-stopper, 3-stopper, but medium, soft, hard. Can confirm Gtsa on his second set of softs now. Did 1 lap on hards, 11 on softs. He's on his second set of softs. He's up to 4th. He does start to run the hards later. I mean the mediums later. So we'll probably see him box on about lap 22 and do 10 laps on the mediums to the end. He's got Matt Don't Care behind. S&P after losing 10 seconds, he's only 19 seconds off the lead with his pit stops. That's would put him just ahead of Uncle Baby where he was. So that 10-second loss on the running out of fuel definitely hurt S&P battling for the podium. So Sam last time around, I think he was still stuck behind Steve. Did a 48.5, dropped out of the low 47s that he was doing. We'll have to see what he does this time around. Although he might have only passed halfway through this lap or early on the lap. There's a 48.7. Steve, it says a 50.9. Might have been battling with Sam a bit then. Still a great pace on the hards. He did 48.8, second faster the lap before. Just want consistency on those hards. Sean saying let's do 49s on the hard. So far Steve's done a 42, a 49 and call it a 51. So he's about 3 seconds, 2 seconds off the delta there. Sam's currently 2 seconds ahead. His early incident might cost him later. Steve just needs to keep it clean. I think a pit stop, splash and dash pit stop is about 15 seconds, 18 seconds. So Sam has to make that up. Steve has to put 1 stamp, so has to put twice. Uncle Babby, guys can confirm, I think it's on his second medium stint. Gtsa so has to put mediums on. He's got 1 more pit stop. I think Sam and Babby have 2 pit stops. Matt Don't Care, I'm not sure how many he has. S&P's running hards now, so loving S&P's livery. Flames, the Phoenix all over. Maybe he can rise again. Takes a look at Matt Don't Care, doesn't go through. Listen to Streamlabs, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Rav says J-Dub's doing very well, just needs to avoid damage. You know, he's running the 3-stop and he's played it very well, got through the traffic early, made that pit stop and caught the pack in no time. Henny's not too far behind S&P. He's going to have to pit soon though. Junelli, Cookie, Josh just running the black old school GT Sport livery on this car. Cad's down in 11th. He's out of sync with everyone after that issue. Lap 11, 2:22. That was a different issue, I think, after his earlier one. So I think he's had 2 major accidents. One cost him about 18 seconds, one cost him 30 odd. And then True is a further minute and a half back. Doing a great job still. Might not seem that fast, but still quick enough to beat a lot of the other guys in lower pools. Sam's opened the gap now. 48.6 last time around, 49.2, so only 6/10 slower for Steve. Softs versus hards. Baby 48.6 as well, matching Sam. He's on mediums though. Sam's softs are starting to run out, as you can see. Front, right, dying from all the left-handers. He pushed really hard in those first laps. It was a 346, low 47s. S&S Steve just now nicely into his consistent routine. So for the guys that know the 2-stop strategy, he pitted on lap 13 from the mediums. We now just gone into lap 19. How many more laps do you think will you do on the hard, Sean? You can let us know. What's the normal strategy there like? Ishrab 46.2. Are you running low fuel softs there or what's that? Did you use Red Bull 2014, not the 19? Pulling your leg. Okay, so we got Matt Don't Care boxing on mediums. You can just see. So it comes up. Looks like he didn't change tyres. I don't know what he did there. Still got tyre where it was in the pits. So see what happened. Matt down to 7th. I think he's got Sir Sam now almost 4 seconds ahead of Steve. Still half a second quicker last time around. 49.1, 49.6 for Steve. Steve's now got that consistent 49 pace. I think he'll go to lap 21, 22. Is Sean's? Oh yeah, he's got to do soft. So what? How many laps do you say on soft, Sean? About 8, 10. I know I did 10 laps on the soft, and even though the front right was gone, the first 9 of them were still quicker than my other laps. Rav's thinking 23. That's why I'd do 10 on the softs to the end if I was as quick as Steve. Well, Rav says 12 laps possible. We had was it S&P running 14 on the softs early on. When did he pit? Yeah, he pitted lap 14. S&P started on softs. He's on the hards currently. He's going to do a medium stint, so he's coming in now. Sure. I think you could probably play it a little bit less safe than that, Sean. Only 6 laps on softs, but the softs do go off quickly. So if he's maintaining the pace, he'll know better than us. Rob says 10 laps on softs. That's what plebs like me did. So we've currently now Sam 4.8 ahead of Steve. Steve's 6.6 ahead of Uncle Babby. We made up about 8/10 on him last time around, but the gap's been relatively stable. JOO not far from a pit stop, but he's up to 4th. He's only got one more stop, so he's definitely in the fight here. One stop with fuel, he'll come up with Matt Don't Care, and I think Matt Don't Care is going to run 13 laps to the end, 14 laps to the end on mediums. Jay probably run 13, 12 to the end on mediums. So they only have one more pit stop to do, and they should be pretty close together on track. So great job by Matt and Jay coming through the pack so far. Cookie 6, he's got S&P on hards behind him. Cookie's going to pit shortly. S&P was running softs, he's on hard, so he also he's just pitted for his mediums, correct. So he's done now. He's going to be running to the end, 43 seconds behind, so we'll see what that turns out to be. Probably closer to 25 seconds. Sam comes in up front on the softs. You can see that front right was cooked. So he was 6 seconds or so ahead of Steve, 12 ahead of Babby. We'll see where he comes out. So that pit stop cost him about 24 seconds. He's onto the mediums. Sam still does need to stop and put hards though. So when Steve pits for softs, he should get back ahead, but Sam still needs one more stop. Matt Don't Care 5th, S&P 6th, Cookie's pitted, Josh is 7th. Franz Herman in the Red Bull, currently in 9th. Does Cads get past him? Cads is going to come in, I think, next lap. Cookie's out in 9th. Cads staying extraordinarily 11th, and True's bringing up the rear in 12th. So Steve back in the lead. I think our top 2 have to pit again. JOO has to pit one more time. Sam is done. No, Sam has to put hards. unless we missed him. But Sam Starr on softs, he had that damage. Trivs, Rav, did Sam put hards yet? Is he in this race? I think he still has to do hards as far as I know. Matt Dunke pitted on lap 18. He should be able to make 15-14 laps if he, in a way, he doesn't have enough fuel for another 10 laps, I don't think. Might just squeeze it. Here we go, J-Dub boxing from the softs. He'll go into mediums. Rav says he hasn't put RH yet. I can see B and then big reward. I don't know, can't read the full thing the way it's come up for some reason. Uncle Babby's taken another second out of Steve. That's mediums to hards. Babby still needs to run hard. Steve needs to run soft. I don't think we'll see Uncle Babby pit until possibly the last lap. Last 3-4 laps. Big risk, big reward. Steve finally out of the 49s, 50.2, lap 21, 50.4, lap 19. Still nice consistent pace. It's got 20 minutes to go. Still got half a tank of fuel. Uncle Babby has 18 seconds on Sam. Both need to make one more 11 seconds on Sam, sorry. Both need to make one more stop. Sam will be on mediums for most of the race though, and Babby I think will have to run quite a long hard stint. J-Dub, 4th place, 30 seconds off the lead. He is done pitting for the race, I think. Other than currently Steve, I think Jay's probably had the best race, getting up from, I think he was 10th or 12th somewhere there on the grid, running in a outright 4th at the moment. I don't see him having made any mistakes. He's just been on his pace. You can see on when he was on the softs, 47, 48.3, 47.6, 48.9, 48.3, 48.1, 48.8, 48.9. He's on the mediums now. Got the hards out the way after one lap. Managed to do 22 laps on softs. Now he's got roughly 10 medium laps to finish the race off with the tyre that will easily last those 10 laps. So Jay's in a strong position. He's got Matt Dunke behind him, also on mediums, a lot more worn, possibly not going to last till the end of the race. S&P's on mediums, he's done till the end of the race, only 38 seconds off the lead, 36 after losing 10 early on with the fuel. Solid performance from Henny and Cookie, 7th and 8th for the 2C8 gents currently. Josh 9th. Junelli was doing so well earlier on the hards. I think he boxed on lap 14. He's been running mediums. Does he still have to fit softs, or is he done to the end? His tyres and fuel's enough. I think he's possibly finished to the end and be moving up a few places still. Cads also should be done till the end, I think. He's on softs, got enough fuel. 10 laps, should make it. True's running with some front end damage. He's had a box just to get rid of the damage. Gap at the front, still coming down by a quarter of a second, 3 to 4 tenths here and there, but Steve's still keeping it consistent. Sean, has Steve won a race before? Let us know. I can't remember. I know he's podiumed a few times. Can't remember if he's won a Gtsa race. While we're waiting for the final round of pit stops and everyone to get into the positions. Big shout again to TGN Racing. I'm sure all of you guys in the comments want that sim rig. Probably valued about 8 to 10,000 rand. I'm not 100% sure. They did say it was with the chair as well. And the rig's normally like 7 or 8, and then the chair's another 2.5. Rav, I think you have one of the TGN rigs, because I can't remember. It was the Trivs. Yeah, shout out to Rhino Utilities, Tsanin. They're the Trivs, it's you that has it. There we go. Awesome aluminium channel rigs. Rhino Utilities, they are in Tsanin, as I said, do all your electrical and solar and that kind of thing. Sponsored us. We had 2 awesome 1/18 scale models. One went, I can't do, who did the first one go to? I can't remember. I know Fast Ross got the second, and we still have vouchers for our overall winners from Take A Lot. Drift says it was Sam's, he sent it to me, it's now with Uncle Mo. I don't know, you sent it somewhere, Trivs. What rig are you using? Anyway, gapped at the front on 5 seconds, still creeping down slowly. Lap 25, I expect to see SNS Steve in shortly. From what Sean said, it sounds like lap 27. I'd box now. There's only 8 laps left. The softs will easily do that, but he's got his plan. If he puts now, at worst he'll come out in 3rd, and then yeah, you know, Sam and Uncle Babby have to still put softs on the last lap. And that will be enough for him to get the lead back, I think. Sting says undercut or overcut time. So Trivs, you're on controller, is that why you're faster? That's unacceptable. If I have to be slow on a wheel, you also need to be slow on a wheel. Our leaders come in. Steve's still got fuel, still enjoying the hards and the 49s. That was my soft pace. Great job, consistency by him. 49.7, 49.1. He thinks about it, he comes in, maybe he's listening to the commentary. There's only 14 minutes to go, so 9 laps roughly, 8 laps. Uncle Babby goes through to take the lead, he's into turn 1. So Steve adds a few litres of fuel, he comes out just behind Sam. Sam's on the mediums, still fresh mediums. That extra couple litres of fuel for SNS Steve possibly cost him jumping Sam there, but he's 14 seconds behind the leader currently, so all he needs to do is basically hold position. The guys will lose 15 to 18 seconds pitting on the last lap. Knowing Steve, I'm sure he'll just push on and try to get past Sam, set some fastest laps. Cad's currently with the fastest, 47.1. Look, where's Cad's? Down in 11th. That was his early pace on the softs when he was flying. He hasn't had the consistency we normally see from him. Going into this race, we had Cads leading by 28 points from Mr. DNG, who didn't make it tonight. Uncle Babby 3rd. Ghost Killer didn't make it in 4th. So I think we can quite fairly safely say that Cads is going to be taking the overall for the season. Uncle Babby, with his current possibly 2nd place, he might be moving up to 2nd ahead of Mr. DNG. We'll have to see how that goes. Could be a costly race to miss because there's a prize difference between 3rd and 2nd. G29 923 was stolen through the window. Sorry to hear that, Quirus. Let's keep a lookout on Marketplace. couldn't read the whole comment there, maybe someone tries selling it. So Steve's now within 14 seconds of the lead, half a second behind Serious Sam. This is a reversal of what we saw earlier when Sam was on softs and Steve was on mediums. Now the opposite way around. Sam does still need to pit again. We've got some Uncle Babby's fan club saying they're proud of him. He's had a great season. He's 100%. All the Pool 1 guys, there's been some unlucky moments and guys might have finished higher up, but they've all performed well. Pool 2 as well. I'm sure Trivs was saying that he's had one of his best seasons. Shout out to him. SNS Sean, huge improvement from being low down in the pools up to Pool 1, getting a podium. He's definitely up on Pool 1 pace now, so major improvement there. Nice to see old names like JWO up in the top 5 on a Pool 1 race. Jay hasn't had time to race as often. Steve's trying to find a way past Sam here. We're soon to enter the last 10 minutes of the race. Uncle Babby comes in. He's going to have to run 10 minutes on hards now. He was 13 seconds behind SNS Steve. He's going to come out third. It's going to be interesting with Sam. I think he's going to run all the way to the last lap, so he's going to have the tyre advantage. Uncle Babby's 5 seconds behind him. Oh, Steve. And that is unfortunate. Spins get some rear damage. Uncle Babby comes through. Still not to panic, he's only 8 seconds behind. It's going to be very tight now though if he's losing pace with that damage. It is on the rear, so I don't know how much it will hold him back. Let's see down the hill here. Does he get 300? It's about 10 k's an hour slower. That's why you don't move over when you Sam. Dirty air causes a spin. It's going to be extremely close now. Steve 10 seconds off. Need about 15-18 seconds. He's going to be losing 2 or 3 seconds a lap. Sam's strategy to start in the hards and be a roadblock might just pay off here. So you can see Steve lost 10 seconds on that sector, last 2 sectors. Yeah, Rob saying the same thing happened when Sam was following Steve, losing it early on. That was fortunately though a lap into his window, so he lost about 8 seconds with the spin and another 3 or 4 fixing the damage. Yeah, he's already lost 10-11 seconds and he's going to have to run it to the end. Gtsa leads 11.2. Uncle Babby goes in. You're still saying Steve went 2 laps too long on the hards. I think he still went a bit shorter than he was planning. So it's all down to Sam opening up another 5 seconds in 3 laps. Very doable with Steve having the damage. Matt don't care. Boxes for hards. That puts Jay up into 3rd currently. Jay is going to be catching Steve. Could Jay win this? He's only 17 seconds behind, but he'll have to get past Steve if he does catch him. Jay running mediums currently versus Steve wounded on softs. Sean's having a meltdown in the chat, I'm sure. Jay also getting a bit sideways. The time in this race also affects you. It's a long race and 52 minutes in. Gap's up to 14 seconds. Not looking good for Steve at the moment. Did a 59.9 last time around. You see currently 3 seconds off on this lap. So I think that damage is definitely costing him. It's possibly going to cost him a podium the way things are going. JWO within 2.5 seconds now. Uncle Babby another 2 seconds back. Still 4 laps to go roughly. JOO was less than 18 seconds. If he gets past Steve, he might be right with Sam on the last lap. I'd normally say he should have pitted, but if he pitted, that's 15-18 seconds. We don't know how much damage he had. He basically just has to stick it out there and try to hold on. Still going to have a chance here. It's now 16 seconds behind Serious Sam. So unlucky, that's why I was saying earlier that he could just stick behind Sam instead of trying to get past, because he had enough time in hand with the pit stops at 14 seconds from Uncle Babby, which he did jump in by 5, and then he could have just waited for Sam to pit, taken an easy win by over 10 seconds. Oh, and he gets sideways there. He's got Jay right on him, and Jay's got Uncle Babby right on him. Will Uncle Babby win this? Uncle Babby's on softs. He's my pick right now, but he does have to jump these two on this lap. If he gets past these two on this lap, he's only 18 seconds behind Sam, and Sam is going to lose that time. Goes around the outside of J-Dub. Fantastic. Oh, and he drives into the back of Steve. Does he get damage? No damage, but he loses that place he just made. Carried so much speed through that corner. Steve moves out the way down to 4th. And that Steve's victory hope's gone. It's now Uncle Babby versus Jay versus Sam. Jay is 18 seconds off Sam. Mediums. Uncle Babby lost almost 2 seconds with that contact. Luckily to save it. Chandler was going so well for Steve up into the 51st minute. Does have 15 seconds on Henny, so you shouldn't drop any further than 4th. Victory turned into another podium. Uncle Babby already taken half a second out of Jay. Still 18.8 behind. Can he get past? Basically 2 laps and 3 laps to go. They're taking time out of Jay constantly, but he's going to have the soft versus medium dilemma again. Shout out to the sponsors, StreamYard. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Okay, Sean, don't worry, next time. Definitely got the pace. Yesterday, Steve making like Man United and getting all the way to a final undefeated, and then right at the end, unfortunately, things went pear-shaped. Yeah. Uncle Babby's unfortunately, I think, stuck in Jay's dirty air, not getting any closer. They both are under 18 seconds, so Sam's going to have to come in. Might actually pay him to come in now instead of the last lap. How much time's left? We've still got just over 2 minutes. So they'll come around this lap and Sam will pit, and then one more lap. Gap to Jay is 17.1, 17.5. So he might be in the lead, he might be third. I don't think he'll fit between the two. If he does, we're going to see chaos going through the first corner. Blinkified, you now banned. Steve still 10 seconds ahead of Henny, so he should hold on to 4th. S&P 3 seconds behind. Cookie 5.7. Matt Don't Care 8th. Junelli 9th. Josh Qua 10th. Cads 11th. True 12th, and we have no 13th, 14th or 15th tonight. Sam on his mediums, running 1.2 slower than Uncle Babby, who's got past Jay now on the last lap, so we missed that. Jay, my man, how did you learn through? I was wanting to see a J-Dub victory. It's been a long time, or never since one of those, I can't remember. Trivs, J-Dub ever won a Pool 1 race? I know he's been close. So J-Dub is 18 seconds behind Uncle Babby. Uncle Babby 17.1 behind Sam. I have no idea how long a splash and dash is going to take. I think it's around 15, could be 18 seconds. Going to be hards versus softs on the last lap. Sam comes out just in front, 16.9. Last lap drama on the last race of the season. Sam's coming, Babby's on the straight. I think Sam's going to get out, but what will Babby get past him on the softs? Okay, so it was 15 seconds because the gap's down to 3 now. So Sam might just have this in hand, that little contact with J-Dub that set him back and made him run a couple laps further back. You see Uncle Babby has quite a bit of fuel remaining. That extra second or two in the pits would have also helped him. Same with J-Dub. Steve going to hold on to 4th, I think. Been saying that, losing 4 seconds a lap, doing 53s on soft, sadly, 52, 53. Gap down to 2.5, but I think one more lap might have been a problem, but I think Sam should have this. All the long overtaking spots will pretty much be gone. Matt and Kay is the first to finish, coming across after the lap counter, coming across the start finish after the time has run out. Sam into the last section of the track, 30 seconds or so to go. Gap still staying at about 2.5. J-Dub 3rd, Steve 4th. I'm going to go away, but I think we got our podium settled now. I think Sir Sam needs to buy his teammate J-Dub a couple beers for his defence, Minister of Defence there in the last 4 laps. Because if Uncle Babby had got past sooner, it would have been all over. Gap under 2 seconds, but Sam comes over the line. 1.7. Sam takes it. Uncle Babby 2nd. J-Dub 3rd. You can see how much that damage costs Steve. He is 16 seconds behind them. 4-5 seconds a lap slower than the leaders. Rav was right about it would have been quicker to pit, but if he pitted he still would have been 4th, so he just would have been 4th and 5-6 seconds behind J-Dub instead of 16. Shout out to this pace guys, 2nd and 3rd. We've got Sam 1st and 3rd. So to Uncle Babby 2nd for Sam. We've got Matt Don't Care for Sam in 8th. Cads 11th, True and Steel Sam 11th, 12th and 13th. Who else? We've got the C8 guys 5th and 7th. S&P, the Sean, SNS Steve and S&P the Lone Rangers down in 4th and 6th. Yeah. Well done to everyone in the comments, as they say. Great job by our top drivers in Gtsa. Pool 1, Season 1 2025 is done. So we'll have official confirmed results out. I think CADS, like I said earlier, will take it. Uncle Babby probably moving up to 2nd. But we'll have to officially confirm those results in the week, still subject to reports and penalties and all those kind of things. Have a great week. Watch for the lucky draw for the sim rig from TJN Racing. The top 3, watch out for your Take-A-Lot vouchers, and the rest of you watch out for load shedding, crocodiles, all those kind of things that might sneak up on you. See you next season.